right, Nick, here's your program. I'm going to go over your outline, and then I'll kind of give a more detailed thing, and then and then just let me know what you have questions about. But on the first day, you're going to do, hopefully this is going to be like a Monday. That's going to be your reinforcement day. I'll go into further detail, but you have your reinforcement day, Monday. Tuesday would be restoration. Wednesday would be Roy's program. And then Thursday would be aerobic, and then Friday would be another restoration plus this bodybuilding, kind of like you want to increase your muscle mass. So with the reinforcement, that's going to be your RPR. I'm going to shoot a video for these two, the ones that I have for you. I'll shoot those individually so that you can kind of see what I mean by these. But you'll have this is like your fast twitch and your sprinting stuff. So we have your atomic workout, we've got your isometric strength, and then we're doing some iso stuff to kind of just reinforce your body so that when you do go back to running and all that, your body will have stronger tendons and you'll just be a little bit more springy. But with the strength phase, with the reinforcement phase, we have the week 1, you're going to do 3 sets of 10 seconds. It's week 2, you're going to increase by one more set and then a little bit more time. And then week 3, you can see it's increasing. And then by week 4, we're kind of actually even dropping down a little bit in somewhat respects, but you're going to be two sets of 30. You're going to do these as a circuit. So you do your bar hang, wall squat, push up, lunge, and then repeat. And so you'll just do that circuit. That's for your reinforcement days. And this atomic workout, that's kind of your sprint drills. I'll go through those in a little bit too. And then you have your restoration day, your next day. So this would maybe be Tuesday. It would be your RPR, and we'll go through all these obviously in more detail, but that's kind of your DNS stuff along with some of the Roy reinforcement stuff. And this is just kind of building that just base that you have. And then you this is your meathead stuff, your bar complex and your dumbbell complex. So I wouldn't do those every time you do the restoration. If you're going to do it, I'd probably do it at the end of the week. Just so that you don't build in too much fatigue. So if you did it in the second, say Tuesday, the meathead stuff, and this is just for January, so we'll kind of see how your body responds to it. But then you'll have your next day, Wednesday, you'll do whatever you're doing with Roy. But we're working also on that triphasic phase of triphasic thing where you're doing like week 1, 5 seconds of each eccentric, week 2, 8, 10, 12. So you can see on week 4, you're doing 12 seconds of eccentric. But say if you're doing 3 sets of 10, you'll maybe be able to do that on the 5. But once you get to like week 4, maybe you'd only do maybe 1 to 3 sets or reps of 12 seconds, and you'd maybe just do 1 to 3 sets. Then on the isometrics, kind of do the same thing that on the beginning of the week, you could do on your week. This is for week 1, you do eccentrics. Week 2, isometrics. Week 3, concentrics. And then we could just do week 4, you could maybe just whatever one you want to do. You could do eccentrics again or isometrics. But ideally, we'd want to do 2 weeks of this eccentrics phase, 2 weeks of the isometric, and then 2 weeks of the concentric. So we'll talk about that for week 4. So hopefully that's not too confusing. Then on Thursday, you can go for your aerobic training. And then on Friday, you can do your restoration stuff again with your bodybuilding. So that's kind of the general sketch of what I want you to do. Send me any feedback and we'll go from there. But that's what we want to do. All right, bud. I'll go through your reinforcement exercise, what you should be doing on Monday in the next video.